Hi everybody, happy 4th of July. Today I'm making a series of things that is a 4th of July back in 1957 or 58. This is my grandmother's apple pie. She always makes peach, that is true. But on the 4th of July is one of those days when she made apples too. So this is my grandma's traditional apple pie that she made every 4th, and we'll get started. We're going to use Granny Smith apples, and we're going to put all these in here. I'm going to add one more, and I just peel them. She used Granny Smith. Now I used usually apple Honey Crisp or sometimes Gala, but I'm going to go with her recipe, and her recipe calls for Granny Smith apple pie. So that is what we're making. And all I did was quarter them. I put a little lemon juice in them so that they would not turn. And that's all I did as far as that's concerned. So then I slice them. And this is 7 Granny Smith medium apples. This is 7. So that's what we do to that. How is your 4th of July going so far? Let me know. Ours is going good so far. I'm making dishes for the 4th of July that we're going to eat. One of them is this traditional apple pie. To this we're going to add sugar. We're going to add a cup of sugar. To that we're going to add a 1/4 of a cup of cornstarch, regular cornstarch. To that we're going to add, now this is something my grandmother used. She didn't use brown sugar. We didn't always have brown sugar. We always had molasses. She always combined white sugar and molasses. So we're going to use approximately a couple tablespoons of molasses. To that we're going to use a tablespoon of cinnamon, a little bit more than that. I'm going to use a tablespoon. And we're going to use, about 1/8 of a teaspoon of ginger. And of course, we're going to use vanilla. Vanilla, I use about a good 2 tablespoons of vanilla. All right, and we're going to use a pinch of salt. Now we're going to stir all this up so that everything is coated. And this is her basic filling for her apple pie. This is my grandmother's apple pie. We're making it in honor of her. She loved July 4th. She was very patriotic. She taught me the importance of voting because she wasn't able to vote until her senior years. I think the first person she voted for was Eisenhower, and even though I was an infant during that time, she always talked about that president being her favorite. I don't know if that was her first president or her second president, but that was her favorite president. Eisenhower was her favorite president. She instilled in me voting and politics and to be aware. And I've never forgotten it, and I always have done it. I've always been aware of who I'm voting for and why. So, this Independence Day, happy Independence Day, and we will finish this pie. So that's it on that. We can move this. For now. And we'll get our crust out. And our rolling pin. We're going to use 1 stick of butter. Okay. Here is our crust. This is our bottom crust. So let me know in the comments what you're having for the 4th. Let me know in the comments what you're going to have. Are you staying home? Are you going to a park or something? Are you going to a cookout over somebody else's house? Let me know. We're staying home. We're staying home, and we are inviting a couple of friends. Nothing really big. That's why 1 pie is plenty. 1 pie is absolutely enough. Double this recipe or triple it if you want to make more than 1 pie. I'll put my crust recipe in the description as well. I do have it in the description at another video, but just so you don't have to look for it, I will put it in this video. And put a few holes at the bottom. I'll trim it with the second. I'll trim it when I get the second, when I get the top on it. But that's the bottom crust. That's how it should look. We'll set it aside for a minute. Well, actually, we're going to go in and fill it. Now that molasses, it makes a big difference. It makes a huge difference. I like my apple pie kind of high. It makes a big difference. It gives it that beautiful cinnamon brown that you can get with brown sugar as well. And if you have brown sugar, add that to your white sugar. I wouldn't use all brown sugar because it can get really dark on you. So I wouldn't use over a couple tablespoons of brown sugar to mix with it. So that's how that looks. We're going to put our butter in real quick. And again, I'm using a stick of butter. You can use margarine if you like. It's totally up to you. This is how this was made. I remember when margarine came out. My grandmother was like, oh, no, 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 no. I will never use that, and she never did. And I don't either. I don't either. But you can, and that's fine. That is how it looks. And now we'll add our top crust. All right. And don't forget to let your crust chill in the refrigerator. Make it early. This has only been in the refrigerator a couple of hours. But put it in there when you think about it, at least an hour before you're gonna do anything. It does make a difference. It helps it to behave when you're rolling it because it's kind of settled down. Dough likes to rest. All dough likes to rest. I think it's kind of lazy that way, but it enjoys resting. Whatever you're making, whether it's pasta, whether it's bread, doesn't matter. Always put a little flour between when you're flipping it so that you can put it in your pan so that it doesn't stick together. When you roll it out and put it on your sheet, it won't tear on you. All right. And that is the top. What I do is I gently mash it together before I do any trimming so that I am sealing it. I'm sealing the crust. I'm sealing the doughs together. All right, now we're going to trim it. I use kitchen shears. And again, save your crust, save your dough because it will freeze and you can use it for other things. Don't throw it away. That's flour and butter and you don't want to throw it away. So do not throw it away. Put it in a bowl. Wrap it in very good in plastic wrap. Put it in your freezer. And you've got it. If you want to make something else, you got it. Okay. All right, so now what I'm going to do is take both of the crusts and just tuck it in together. Tuck it in together. All the way around. I got my oven on 350 on the middle rack. And it's going to be in here approximately, and I'll tell you exactly, but approximately, it's going to be in here an hour, maybe an hour and 5 minutes. But I'll tell you exactly once I take it out. We've got quite a few apples in here. So we shall see. All right. And then make your holes. I'll make 3 on each side. I'll make 1 at the top, 1 at the bottom, and 1 in the middle. And that is our traditional apple pie. That's Grandma's apple pie. It's going in the oven, 350, approximately an hour, maybe an hour and 5 minutes. Let you know when it comes out. But here it is. I'll see you soon. Okay, here is Grandma's apple pie. It is out of the oven. It is still bubbling. But I wanted you to see it as soon as it came out. It took an hour and 20 minutes on 350. So this is the finished product. This is Grandma's 4th of July apple pie. All right. Well, thank you so much. And I'll see you in a little bit with the rest of the menu. Be blessed. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.